I think a lot of you saw how Bitcoin is dropping together with all other cryptocurrencies. That's, I think, the best moment to do a live session where we will cover what we can trade today. Additionally, I'll show to you our previous trades that we took with our team, because on the previous week we took beautiful trades on WorldCoin, on Toncoin, and I will explain to you reasons why we took it, what was exactly behind, what was the strategy, and how you can also take such beautiful trades in the future and make good money. That's the reason why you should be till then, because this masterclass would be, I think it would be mix where I will cover shortly our strategies approach, and also we will analyze the market and we will search for trading opportunities which could be at this moment and which we could trade. At this moment, write please about audio and video quality. Write please from 1 to 10, rate please audio and video quality. 10 means everything is excellent. And also write in the chat if you have any positions on any crypto coins at this moment. 10, good. How are you? Yes, I'm here. We buy the bottom. Do not hurry up. And also, friends, I ask all of you to push like for more people to see our live session, because what I will show to you will really help you in the future take such beautiful trades. Okay, let's start. While you share with me what positions you have, let's start with current market and let's discuss what's going on and what would be a first part of this masterclass. First, we will cover what's going on with BTC, where could be a bottom. Second, I will show to you what we potentially can trade, and we will cover top coins that we traded last few days, what was the reason, and how you can use such setups in the future. Write plus if you're ready to start. Write plus, please, if you're ready to start. I want to see your pluses that you're ready to start, and we should go. The show must go on. Good. Good. I can see that all of you. One moment, we are live. Let's go. I will, at this moment, I will do more content. You share your comments and questions in the chat. When I finish my analysis, after that, I will come back to comments and questions, because we need to follow to the point. Okay. First, let's go what's going on with BTC and what could be after that. First, regarding BTC, if you saw my previous analysis, I shared with you quite a lot of ideas that I expect drop on BTC. I did quite a lot of posts in our public Telegram. If you remember, it's exactly here. That's the reason, by the way, why you need to follow me. Because I wrote to you an update that BTC continued dropping, and several days before we also shared with you an update that I warn you that with bigger chance drop would go on, that what you need to do, you need to simply follow BTC. With bigger chance there would be a drop to take liquidity around 60, 65, because we have powerful down structure. Additionally, many times ago, if you remember, I mentioned this anchored VWAP, that price still below VWAP, global trend still down, and with bigger chance there would be additional drop. How many of you remember this? Write one into the chat, please. As you can see, BTC follows that scenario. At this moment, I do not hurry up with searching of a bottom, because at this moment there is no structure break, there is no massive volume spike, and there is no massive open interest flash out. That's a reason why I do not hurry up with short ideas. Regarding tone, I will cover tone after we finish with BTC. That's the reason why I do not hurry up once more with looking long positions. 60K is a good price if you plan to invest into Bitcoin and, for example, you plan to do DCA. Honestly, 50K, one of the best places. One moment, let me. Yeah, I can see that my camera these days lagging a little bit. I will take another camera. Yeah, hello. Friends, web camera isn't the most important for us. Still the most important, it's for me to show you best places where you can take a trade. Coming back to all of this, what you need to understand, that at this moment, do not hurry up with looking for a bottom. With bigger chance there could be an additional drop. What will be the best setup of a bottom if something like this happen? Massive open interest drop, massive volume spike, and massive delta. That's example for you how massive liquidation appears. Something like this, it would be definite bottom. If something like this appears, for us, it is a bottom. Friends, clear? Tell me, please, is this setup clear for you? Regarding Ripple, we will cover after Toncoin. That's the reason, do not hurry up. And that's the reason, by the way, why all of you should follow me on our public Telegram, because every person who would follow can get access to our public entirely for free. What you do, below this video, there would be, you open this live session, you push like, go down, follow us on Telegram. Each person who would push follow, our bot automatically will send information about our indicators, how you can get access and see such liquidations in the future. Where could be potentially a bottom on BTC? I think for most of you, it's really important to hear. Potentially bottom. Let me check the camera. Okay, web camera isn't the best, but still, it's only one camera that we have at this moment. First, as you can see, regarding BTC, from my point of view, the best area for long would be from 45 to 54,000. It would be exactly this VWAP 2.5 and second VWAP deviation, which previously played out as a key support. And often such deviation, honestly, is one of the best supports. That's a reason why here, my advice to you, if you have a plan to build long-term position on BTC, that would be one of the best plays. Regarding trades, shorts too late. Any short ideas at this moment too risky. You can take it only as a scalp. What I mean by scalp, you take a trade, you do not hurry up. You take a trade only if price makes some pullback until some significant volume spike. While BTC dropping, we will face this stuff on all other crypto coins, that all of them are red. That's why if you plan to build some long position, do not hurry up, because only when BTC make a bottom, only those coins will make a bottom. From 1 to 10, how clear? Friends? Good. Some of you asked me about Toncoin. Let's discuss about Toncoin and other coins. As you saw inside our community, we took beautiful trades on Toncoin. Let me show it to you. It was exactly those signals that I shared inside our community a few days ago. It was on Hyperliquid, we took beautiful trades. We also took WorldCoin trades, and before we took beautiful Toncoin trades. Why we took such beautiful Toncoin trades? Because there was bullish structure with rising open interest. That's the reason why, once more, I advise you to set up open interest and learn it in crypto, because open interest often will become powerful support resistant area. And you can use it as a start of a local trend. That's a reason why you definitely need some open interest. Coming back to Toncoin, you can see what we did. We saw this local open interest increase. BTC were dropping this moment, and there was no downward reaction. That's why what we did from local structure, price retested. That's how we took this long trade. But at this moment, still the most important question which we should ask ourselves, where we can take a next trade. Because from my point of view, with bigger chance Toncoin is going to take this imbalance. That's a reason why at this moment it is too risky to take short, because you can see price already did significant drop. There only one way how we can take some local short. It is we build anchored VWAP from this swing high. If price retested, we take short. That's why at this moment local resistance for Toncoin is 198. It is the best place for potential short. If price once more retested, we can go down. Regarding long better to look after some significant volume spike at bottom, which we don't have at this moment. You can see volume does not spike. There must be a drop, massive liquidation, big volume. That would be a bottom for Toncoin. Will it be here or lower? Time will show. But additionally, we had this impulse when there was a news, the Telegram, they did the Duro renamed Telegram network to Gram. Sometimes you can go to CoinMarketCap and you can open any coin. And here you will see on a chart all important news. For example, here you can see this impulse. Impulse had happened when there was this important news that Telegram Ton renamed to native token as a gram. 50 gram. And that was during that news we had that impulse, but that impulse didn't do even higher high. That's a signal of weakness. That's why, from my point of view, Toncoin will take 140, 150, or even lower. Without big liquidation and structure break, do not hurry up with bottom, because there easily can be something like this. Drop, you just get stop loss. It's better price goes sideways, retest range low. That's where you take a trade. What do you think about BTC? My friend, we just discussed regarding BTC a few minutes ago. You can scroll for a start and after that discuss. And after that come back to us. After Toncoin, let's discuss WorldCoin, because WorldCoin also really beautiful. That's example for you how you need to trade what market shows to you, how you can find opportunities even during this market period. Because have a look, what we had WorldCoin, massive open interest increase, massive volume increase. And that was exactly a reason why with our team, we took quite a lot of WorldCoin trades. It was exactly like this one, WorldCoin risk-free. After that, WorldCoin hype. I did here. Our WorldCoin trades. That's example for you why you need open interest, volume, and market structure. Because what I showed to you, my friends, at this moment, I showed to you my secrets, how we trade crypto. Because when you see that, for example, Bitcoin dropping, but some coin does not, stay above VWAP, volume increase, open interest increase, the bigger chance that coin will have its own play. And because of that, at VWAP, what we did, we took beautiful long trades. At this moment, WorldCoin still really interesting, because have a look how volume started to increase. That's a reason why there's still a chance that WorldCoin might continue this uptrend. Because if BTC, as you can see, dropping, there is no result on Toncoin. That's a reason, once more, if price stay above VWAP, create some consolidation, the bigger chance there would be trend continuation. That's what we wait with our team at this moment. How can I join your Discord? At this moment, there's a special opportunity how all of you can join our private club. What you need to do, below this video, there would be join private traders club. Open this bot. There would be special Telegram bot where you will get all the details. Once more, at this moment, there is unique opportunity how all of you can join absolutely for free. That's why what you need to do, once more, start the Telegram bot and get all information. Once more, 0 fees from your pocket. Open and get all details. That's why, once more, coming back to WorldCoin, only some consolidation and we take trade continuation. Key support for me at this moment, it is around VWAP. It would be from, I would build this key zone from 36 up to VWAP. It from 36 to 41, I would wait for price, for example, make pullback, stop, consolidate. That would be good confirmation for me to take a trade. Write plus into the chat if this one is clear for all of you. And support me with your like, my friends, if you enjoy what we do today. Next coin is a Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid hit my break even. That's, by the way, example why you need, once more, why all of you need to set up this open interest indicator. You can see massive open interest increase, price stay above VWAP, and you simply follow that VWAP. Yet we try to take a little bit risky long trade with my team. To be honest, price hit my break even because you can see we took this local structure. At some moment it was beautiful. After that, I told to move stop loss closer to entry, and you can see here price hit my break even. We try to follow WorldCoin and no, my apology, Hype. Hype at this moment also interesting because it is stronger than entire market. From my point of view, on a Hype, there still could be some additional rise. But I would consider any new long only if price stay above VWAP, and there would be some significant volume spike that would confirm that we have aggressive buyer who would like to push the price. That's why if price consolidate, I will take entry for continue. The major target would be around 88. But once more, I like your open interest strategy. I started adding it to my smart money strategy. I think it must, because on a crypto market, you definitely need it. The next one, let's cover Ethereum and Solana. Remind to all of you that you can get all of this indicator, open interest. We created beautiful indicator on TradingView where we aggregate data on Binance Bybit. We are working on Hyperliquid, and because of that, you will have most of top crypto exchanges. Additionally, volume. It's super important to analyze volume in dollars. As you can see in this indicator, we create special volume in dollars, aggregated top exchanges. Also working on Hyperliquid and of course Delta. You can get it for free. Once more, there would be a link in description. Join private traders club. Also follow us on Telegram, and that would be all the information how you can get it. Let me pin it in a chart. Let me pin, my apology. We have quite a lot of channels. Let me pin it in a chat that you would never. Good. How can I get those indicators? If you're a member of a community, you simply write to our support and they will install it to you. If you're a new person, you need to open the Telegram bot, and there would be all the information how you can get it. That's why once more open Telegram bot, and there would be all the information. Let's go to next top coins. It is Solana and Ethereum, and after that we will check other coins from a list. Regarding Ethereum, all this massive drop on Ethereum had started when price reached range high. And pay attention what was there. Honestly, I couldn't imagine that such beautiful drop could start after massive spot volume. Have a look. At this moment, you can see there was aggressive sellers that started selling Ethereum at range high. And we're still dropping since those sellers got activated. It was exactly here, this high. At this moment, price already gave minus 27%. Ethereum follow BTC nearly 1-to-1. Correlation is huge. That's the reason why there is no point at this moment to look for reversal. Best clear signal that there is a bottom would be something like this: massive volume spike or massive open interest absorption, massive liquidation. Any of that is the best signal that we are at bottom. Even here, you can see we had quite significant volume increase, and what price did? Reversed. Massive volume spike, long range. In some cases, honestly, it's mega obvious. It's something like this. If something like this appears, that's a bottom. That's why Ripple we will take after Solana. Let me move Ripple higher. As Ripple. After Solana, we take Ripple. That's why regarding Ethereum, no volume, no liquidation, no structure break. That's no reason to look for reversal. I understand that like reversal could start at any moment. Some Saudi guy would start a lot of buying and price reverse, but it's impossible to predict. We need to trade what's possible to predict, and possible to predict when price show reaction to volume, open interest increase, delta absorption. That's possible to predict. Other stuff, we are not gods. We simply follow price and follow order flow. That's why at this moment on Ethereum, there is no reason to look for reversal. Any short, honestly, at this moment, a little bit difficult to trade, because you can see if we build from that spot volume VWAP, VWAP at this moment at 2,100, it would be exactly this POC of this range. Yes, if price would somehow retest it, that's only one place where wise to consider short. Because in other case, to take short, we need some consolidation, trap, and continuation. That's how it's possible to take short. Short. Regarding long, we need something like this: price drop, structure break, consolidate, take stop losses, or create big sell trap and reverse. That's structure of most of reversal, which happens often, as it was, for example, here. Or here, you can see what price did. Price dropped, reversed, manipulation or trap, move. Something like this we need for clear bottom, which we don't have. Solana follow all of those guys. Solana took range high, just beautifully, so beautifully. Price didn't do even beautiful range high. You can see market is so weak that there wasn't any normal stop loss hunt. Have a look. Even here, what they did beautiful stop loss hunt of a range after that move. But this one, you can see price dropped, always was below VWAP, and accelerate. At this moment, it's acceleration phase, and like it's going down. If you go to a bigger time frame, from my point of view, everything looks like Solana is going to take, oh my God. We have several imbalances below. This one, as you can see, we took. We have this imbalance. One of these imbalances Solana is going to take at 50 or at 35. Solana is weak. Still no signal of reversal. Too late for short and no long opportunities. That's reality of the market at this moment. As I promised repo, let's cover repo. I promised to you regarding repo. Regarding this, I will reply after repo. Repo correlate. You can see to all of these coins, there was this open interest increase from 393 millions to 550. Price tried to do some move up. Honestly, I took several loans here during this upward structure, and I thought they would consolidate and would make a move up, but that didn't happen. Still, no volume, no structure break, too late for short. For long at this moment, nothing to do. There's no opportunity to make money on long. Because the worst thing that you can do in crypto, it is knife catching. I hate knife catching. Because I lost most of my money when I tried to catch a knife. I only look for a trade when price in a range at range borders or trend following. All other stuff, it's so difficult. Ripple global trend also still down. Regarding Ripple, big chance to take this imbalance, this low volume node, and that's, I think, would be ultimate goal of Ripple. We have even this one, low volume node around 112, which is likely Ripple is going to take. What would be after, time will show, because at this moment, as you can see, we have anchored VWAP of this structure. Second deviation is at 79, 2.5 deviation at 46. I think real bottom will be somewhere here. I'm wondering that BTC does not do only one short squeeze since 1 month. BTC don't do short squeeze because there's maybe too many short sellers, and because of that, there is no pressure, and there is no people who they should squeeze. If a lot of retails build long position, there is no point to squeeze someone. Short squeeze happens when there are a lot of sellers, and price go for their stop losses, which I think isn't likely at this moment. Okay, that's why at this moment, honestly, market is weak. Let's open also what's going on with open interest. Do we have any coins that at this moment bet on open interest? On BTC, once more, let me summarize to all of you regarding BTC. BTC dropping, BTC at powerful zone. It is a place where I don't like to take long and I don't like to take short, because for short it is too late. For long, we need structure break or big liquidation or volume absorption. Only if I will see any of this, I will send a clear signal to our community, as I did, for example, here on Hype, on WorldCoin, on many other coins. I did quite a lot of trades that I shared inside our community. And by the way, you can be part of it. How to be part of it? It's really simple. Below this video, there would be this link. Join Private Traders Club, open, and there would be all the information. And remember to push like. Let's check regarding open interest. At this moment, you can see open interest nearly empty. At this moment, there is nearly no coins with positive open interest, only WorldCoin. All other coins, as you can see, Tron. Oh. Someone started betting big positions on Tron, but it's in the middle of nowhere. No, we don't trade something like that. That's why for most of coins, I think the bigger chance there would be acceleration, because often when price go into discovery phase, it goes until structure break or big liquidation. Because that's example here. When price accelerate, often they go down until some significant volume spike and big liquidation. Because that's how big guys create liquidity for themselves. And we don't have it still on Ethereum, BTC, many on any major coins. We don't have many massive volume acceleration and reverse. And also for clear reversal, we need some aggressive spot buying, like massive spot buying. That's also could be good for potential reversal, as it was, for example, here on Ethereum. We have none of that. We have no acceleration, no liquidation, no open interest absorption, no aggressive spot buying. That's why I don't hurry up at this moment with looking for a bottom. Okay. Yes, the shorts are really aggressive. There are billions position open actively. Regarding shorts, even have a look on this Ethereum, what had happened many days ago. Have a look how Ethereum started this downward trend from this aggressive spot seller. It was exactly here at range high. Some of you ask me, is it possible to see that big sell of was finally happened? That's example for you on Ethereum. This aggressive spot sellers, that's a signal that you can see that something like this, it is the best signal that there would be some big move, because you can see delta, spot delta, 12-hour candle, minus 100, how much? Minus 120 mil. It is one day. After that, another day, 75. Another 213. Here, 68. 158. After that, this bullish absorption, because aggressive sellers started to push. Some buyers step in. Sellers absorb buyers by limit orders. And after that, boom. Only something like this, it's possible to show you that there would be some big move, because price move in the end because of big orders that people take significant trades. Do you ever look at the white papers for cryptos that you trade, or is it all analysis technical? I do both for new coins. Honestly, I don't have time for that because I trade crypto and I trade Nasdaq. I don't have time for something like that. In the end, price move because people put some big volume. They buy or they sell a lot. That's it. My strategy purely based on volume. And that's why for my strategy, you don't need a white paper, something like that. Because if, for example, I see, just an example for you, let's open WorldCoin. I see that, like, let's cover this example, which we also traded inside our community. For example, this example. I see that on WorldCoin, open interest increased by 100%. For me, it's a clear signal. Even this increase, 68%, it's a lot. For me, it's clear signal that some people started betting big volume in this coin. They do it because they have some insight, or they do it because they simply want pump or dump it. And for me, the best what I can do after that, I simply build VWAP, and I see if price below VWAP, it means sellers stronger. And that's how I would look for continuation. And that's it. No white paper, no anything like that. I don't need that stuff because I trade volume and I trade order flow. That's a reason why at this moment, during the last few days, we took quite a lot of trades on WorldCoin, Hype, Toncoin, while entire market was slowly going down because there was beautiful volume on those coins. And for us, it was no big deal to, like WorldCoin, you can see it was here. Thursday, 28th of May, I wrote this plan that in the case of structure break, we should take long. Price of WorldCoin at that moment was 0.31 cent. And it was exactly here. Let me show it to you. And it was, my friend, exactly here. Price, what price did? We had this anchored VWAP, we had volume increase, we have open interest increase. It's clearly that someone put a lot of volume, a lot of money inside of WorldCoin, and we simply need to follow. What price did? Price, you can see the structure break, and after that, this beautiful pump. That's it. Honestly, in trading, you need easier strategy, but repeatable. What I show to you, it is easy and repeatable. Good? Clear answer for you? That's why regarding other top coins, at this moment, simply follow BTC. If you want to take any trade, honestly, at this moment, you can only scalp BTC and other top coins because at this moment, correlation to BTC is huge. And there is no even a reason to consider any other coin. Because only when there would be clear bottom on BTC, only it would be a moment when altcoins would make their own move. Price move because of demand and supply. Price does not move because some good fundamentals, something like that. And that's a reason why in trading, I don't have, I have zero desire to read white paper, something like that. That's why, coming back to BTC, with bigger chance we will face some bigger drop. Some significant volume would be a clear signal for reversal. Until that, do not hurry up with looking for longs. I have additional time to answer at least 5 questions. At this moment, write your question into a chat. Also, rate please from 1 to 10 about how do you enjoy this analysis, because I would be happy to give you some live signal, but at this moment you see by yourself that most coin already did significant drop. It's too late for taking short trades and too early to take long. That's the reason why we need to wait. And by the way, when I will see good opportunities, of course, I will show to them inside our community in Telegram, in Discord, my apology. And those of you who will be a member of our community can get access to it. At this moment, it is best and unique opportunity that you can get access absolutely free. Once more, first link here in the description. Join the private traders club, get all the information, and after that my team will help you to join. Is it possible to see whole order book on TradingView? Honestly, TradingView is a complete shit if it comes to real and beautiful order book. From my point of view, TradingView is the biggest shit. I use 2 platforms for order flow. As you know, I use ATAS, but ATAS the best for classical markets. I did beautiful video lesson when I compared 2 platforms. Let me show it. Let me show you. It was, I remember I did beautiful video regarding which platforms better to use for order flow. No, we didn't publish it yet. The best for order flow, it would be ATAS. ATAS, I think for classical markets, it is the best. For crypto, I think ATAS isn't like top one priority because their main focus it is classical markets. It is indices, gold, oil. It's their top priority. And what they do a lot of improvements for those markets. That's why when you trade classical markets, honestly, it is the best to do it through ATAS. I enjoy ATAS on the classical markets. I think it's just beautiful. But main disadvantage is that they don't have aggregated order book. In that case, with my team, we use two tools. It is Market Monkey Terminal. They do good stuff in terms of aggregating data. If you need aggregated order book, for example, limit orders, liquidation heat map, aggregated indicators, for example, volume. They want me to buy. I don't use their platform at this moment. Indicators, for example, open interest, add more layers to your charts, and dive deeper to make. Let's delete some hyperliquid, stop signals, VPVR. Let's delete all of these indicators. Will they allow me to add at least some indicators to show you indicators? For example, open interest. You can see here, open interest, beauty here that you can aggregate, as you can see, all futures, all entire futures market. In that case, this terminal is better. But honestly, it really depends what you need, because if you need swing trades, I do swing trades without order book. Simply market structure, open interest, VWAP. I don't need order book. Order book is important when you do scalping. For scalping, order book is super important. Without order book, I don't know how people scalp. But for swing trades, sometimes it is too many details. Best tools are ATAS and MMT. Yes, agree, 100%. With your indicators on TradingView, is it possible to use them for futures market like Nasdaq 100? No, my friend. For Nasdaq 100, you need ATAS. Because let me show to you one example. Let me show to you one example of how ATAS could help you predict powerful trades. That's example for you of in front of your eyes. That's how ATAS platform looks like. You can see real-time orders, depth of market, delta volume profile, limit orders, volume profile, like everything that you need to predict the price. An example for you here. At this moment, what you can do, like you will see how aggressive sellers appears. Have a look how aggressive sellers started to appear. And after that, we had nearly 4 days of drop from this moment. That's just an example for you how one of the best, it may be one of the best example of absorption that I saw in the market. Of course, without this platform, it's impossible to do Nasdaq scalping. I don't know why you so stick to TradingView. Why you ask so much regarding TradingView? TradingView, once more, it's good for swing trades. Main dedication of TradingView, you do beautiful swing trades. When you don't need insane accuracy, you have time for execution. If you have some slippage, it's not a big deal. That's why you need TradingView. In other case, you don't use TradingView. Good? Understood? Good. I enjoy. I agree with you. It is maybe the best stuff that you can do, the best what you can watch. Let's do additionally a few words regarding what exactly we can trade. Let's summarize because we did live session, but there are still not good opportunities. Regarding BTC, only some pullback, potential short, long, after big liquidation, structure break. Hyperliquid, still a question, will price continue this upward trend? From my point of view, there's still massive chance for hyperliquid to continue this trend move. That's a reason why at this moment we should wait. If there would be some volume absorption at VWAP, it would be a good opportunity to take long. Ethereum follow BTC, no reason to look for reversal and too late for short. Only scalp ideas. Solana open interest increasing, no volume spike. Solana took this important low. Honestly, in normal cases, it would be one of the best places to take a trade because really beautiful place. But that would be a knife catching. Even if we try to take some trade, better would be if price do some structure break, only after we would take long. Toncoin dropped to 140. That's where we look for potential long. Dogecoin continue dropping. Dogecoin, by the way, that's example for you. Once more, example for you why open interest with VWAP, one of the best example of a stuff that you can trade. Now, if you remember, I did quite a lot of updates on Dogecoin. Inside our community, we did so many trades, and on this YouTube channel, I did so many videos when there was a massive open interest increase on Dogecoin. And what was my most of plans, if you remember? We took quite a lot of trades on Dogecoin, which I also shared in our plan and in our Discord, like this one. VWAP retest, take long for continuation. Dogecoin, retest of VWAP, take long for continuation. What Dogecoin did, you can see. Started a structure after open interest increase. Retest VWAP, retest VWAP, retest VWAP. Yes, of course, here price broke VWAP, but still there was several opportunities where you could make money. That's why I do not like an ideas to look for reversals because honestly, I do it really badly. But trend continuation after volume entering, that's what I love. What do you think Sol will be top for the next bull? We don't plan so much because that's not, it's impossible to predict. Those people who claim they know what would be the prices, they only, it's a bullshit that some people know. No one knows. No one knows what would be the price of Solana. No one knows will there be Solana in next cycle. You ask regarding Solana. That's the reason why at this moment with my team, we totally focused to trade trades with volume, and that's it. As I showed to you this example on Dogecoin. When we see some volume entering, we follow that coin. That's it. That's the best way how you can trade it. Regarding what would be prices, you should ask some moon boys. They will tell you how it will go to 1,000, something like that. Once more, friends, this unique open interest aggregated indicator on TradingView, you can get absolutely for free. You simply need what you need to do. Below this live session, in the description, there is a first link. You do join private traders club. It would be linked to our public trading board. You open it, and after that, my team will send you all details how you can get those indicators for free. Do it right now because it will help you make money in the future. Additionally, those of you who would follow our Telegram board will get updates from us because you can see that nearly every day we record some updates about some coins where we show to people how to take trades. Even this on this YouTube channel, I recorded Ton and Volt coin where I exactly took a trade. You can see here. On Ton coin, for example, we took a trade. I showed my entry, stop loss, take profit. Within few minutes, price retested my entry, and after that, delivered take profit. No one do this stuff on YouTube like I do. That's the reason why you need to subscribe, because you will get notification. Okay, at this moment, I see that there is no other question. I think that's a moment when those very nice to watch. I remember there was some question at the beginning. I want to buy Solana on the spot. Where should I start? Where you should start? To be honest, best option would be, we need to delete everything on Solana. What would be the best option for taking some trade? Of course, if price drop below, we have these two deviations, second and 2.5. In this area, it is the best time to start DCA. That's where you start your DCA on Solana. Yes, I agree. That's the reason why at this moment we prefer with my team strategy. We simply trade crypto. We do not think too much about technology, something like that. Volume, if there a volume, we trade it, follow the tide, make money, get out. One last question from me. Do you ever trade Tron? No, I don't like to trade Tron. What I trade? I have really simple approach. We filter coins we have two major filters how we identify what to trade. You can see here, we have filters. First filter, it is volume traded on the futures market during last 24 hours. Minimum 400 mil. Open interest in a coin, minimum 100 mil. You can see we did this filter, and at this moment we have a list of coins around 20. And after that, what I do, I simply open each coin and analyze if there are any beautiful market structure, if there are any aggressive open interest absorbed, something like that. Like at this moment, you can see most of open interest on hyperliquid wiped out. And honestly, it's a good confirmation for potential trade. I think hyperliquid, it's really worth to consider taking trade. The VWAP. From my point of view, there's a really good chance for hype to do one more move. And that's it. We don't cover technology, something like that, because if I see that volume enter, market structure good, beautiful, I follow. That's it. Aggregated or, well, what do you mean? Where will hit BTC the bottom? From my point of view, key area for potential bottom would be something like here, from 54 to 45. It is the best area where it would be really good to consider bottom. Okay, friends, I was 1 hour with you. Once more, pay attention to hyperliquid. It's really interesting. For BTC, wait for acceleration. After acceleration, there could be finally some trend shift. I was happy to host all of you here. At this moment, rate about this live session from 1 to 10. Also write, please, few feedbacks, what we did good, what we should improve for the next session to make this live meetings for you even way more interesting. I know that a lot of you would like to take live trades with me right now, but you can see that market too much down. next time, I think there would be good opportunities. I wish you a lot of luck. Bye.